Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free, impartial advice on all your debt.
Welcome to the live draw for the Boxer Super-Middleweight tournament. It is a four-man tournament, Tuesday night live from ITV4 and BT Sport. Today I'm joined all the way from the States by the Magic Man himself, Paulie Malignaggi. Talk to me, what is this tournament?
Well, we know one thing we know about boxer tournaments: explosive action. Always get plenty of action from a lot of hungry fighters. In this particular tournament, we have a four-man super middleweight tournament. And we have a four-man elimination. Usually it's 8 men. This time it's going to be a four-man elimination tournament. Survive and advance. You get your win in the semis, and then you get to the finals for the championship match. As always, guaranteed action.
And we've got a stat card on the night also. We have Derek Osazi, who won UB3, as well as Mikel Lawal, who won UB4, and a man who stops a country every time he fights, Albanian royalty, Florian Marcu. But first, back to the four-man tournament. Paulie, will you do the honors?
With pleasure. Semi-final number 1. First fighter is, in the green shorts, Zak Chelli.
The favorite. He is the tournament favorite. Straight out of Del Youth Amateur Boxing Club.
All right. And of course, we'll see his opponent. His opponent in semi-final number 1, purple shorts, Ben Ridings.
Animosity between them two.
Yeah.
They don't like each other. I think Ben Ridings did say that he would like a crack at Zak Chelli in the first round, if he could.
No love lost between those two. That's one to look forward to.
Over to Buncey with the two fighters.
We've got the favourite and the outsider. We've got the most experienced boxer and the boxer with the least amount of contest. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. I'll start with you, Zak Chelli. You're 22, and yet you're the old man of this tournament. Surely you've got too much experience for all of them, not just for Ben.
Yeah, I believe so, and I guess we'll see on the night, all the way through the final.
Zak, I'm going to ask you this question. Is there a danger, and I've seen it before in these type of multi-fight tournaments, where the favourite takes his eye off the prize, forgets about the semi-final, and gets beat? Can that happen with you?
No, that's not true. I've been training hard for this fight. I've been training harder than any of my fights. And that's actually me being honest. I've been training harder than any of my fights because I want to get knocked out. I want to get 2 knockouts. That's my goal, to get 2 knockouts, and that's what I'm going for.
Ben Ridings, thanks for sitting in and listening to that, Ben. I had to start with him because he's the favourite. He's the most experienced. He says he's not going to take you lightly. He says he's taking it serious. What do you reckon?
No, it's good. I didn't think he would take me serious. Obviously, it's always good that it is. They do take me serious because I've been training obviously for this fight since March, as you know yourself, Steve. Obviously, because I was supposed to be in the 8-man tournament originally. And I've not fought for over a year and a half. So anything you see on YouTube, even I laugh at myself now. I laugh at myself looking at myself on YouTube because I fight nothing like it. I fight completely different, and to say that it's 3-3s on both the semis and the finals, I'm ready to go.
With regards to that 3-3s, that first contest, Ben, I don't know how much you've studied the way these fights are, but you've got to win that first round. Does that put a bit of pressure on you? Are you going to lose sleep thinking about that?
No, to be quite honest, mate, the first round, I like to bring, I'm game as they come from the first bell, and I know Zak Chelli is it himself, he's got an engine on him, and I've got an engine on him, so it should be an exciting fight for the semi-final, especially for the semis.
Zak, he's as game as they come. Won't that play straight into your hands?
Well, we'll see. I like it that he wants to come forward because, as we saw in my last fight, people that come forward get hurt. And that's what's going to happen here. I mean, I believe I'm levels above. I proved myself with multiple boxers in my past and my record. And you, Ben, you have your record. I mean, it speaks for itself, really. It's not really much on it. And I've seen your boxing on YouTube. I'm not really impressed. But, of course, I'm not going to overlook it. I know you've been sparring with a world champion. And, of course, I look forward to, hopefully in the future, fighting your world champion sparring partner.
But in all fairness, Zach, what Ben's got is nothing to lose. You have got something to lose. You know, you've been 10 rounds with good fighters. You've been in hard fights, draws, win, or losses. You've been in really good fights with really good fighters. You could just fight someone else and get a title shot. What are you risking it against a three-bout novice for?
Because I love this tournament. I love the way it's brought out. I love the way how everyone gives it everything. I love the way it shows knockouts, and that's what I'm here for. That's what I want to do. I want to entertain. And that's why I take any fight as is.
Ben, this is the type of tournament that could change your life. I talked to you about it 6 or 7 months ago. You win this tournament, it's a deposit on a house. It's the start of a new life for you.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, you know, I've got responsibilities outside of boxing. I've got a little lad; he's only 2. You know, I've got a fiance at home. Like we've talked about, Steve. You know, it's a mortgage on a house. It's not a lot of money to most, but it's a lot of money to me. So obviously, I'm not just going to be fighting for myself. I'm going to be fighting for my family on the night. So you know, I can put my heart and soul into it.
So Ben, how do you win semi-final 1? It's going to be live on BT Sport, live on ITV4. It's the first semi-final. How do you win it?
How do I win it? Well, we're going for the knockout. We're definitely going for the knockout. Like Zak said himself, he's looked at my resume, he's looked at my YouTube videos. I fight nothing like the YouTube videos, you know. My box rec, yeah, 3-0. So what? Every fight's different. Every fight is always different.
And Zach, how do you win it?
By giving it everything, because I know if I give it everything, it won't even last a round.
It won't even last a round. Ben, thank you very much. Zach, thank you very much. Now I'm going to talk to the boxers in semi-final 2.
Thank you, Buncey. That looks like it is going to be a hot one.
Yes, sir.
Over to semi-final number 2.
And we've got 2 remaining fighters. We kind of know what it's going to be, but we're going to make this draw. Fighter number 1 in the second semi-final, blue shorts, Harry Woods.
Good amateur pedigree, boxer for England. He's unbeaten.
Yeah.
He'll be going in this wanting to win it.
Yeah, one of those guys with the solid amateur background. I always like to back those kind of guys. And the lone remaining boxer in the tournament, so we already know who Harry Woods' opponent is going to be. In the yellow shorts, Mike McGoldrick.
Last chance saloon for Mike McGoldrick. It is going to be a big fight nonetheless. You know, one of those 2 will make it to the final.
And both undefeated, somebody has to go.
It does. Over to Buncey with the 2 fighters now.
So semi-final 2, I've got the pair of them here. I've got Harry the Wild Card Woods and Mike McGoldrick, whose nickname should be I travel anywhere as long as it's a long distance for a fight. I'm going to start with you, Harry. This would be easy for you, this tournament. 3-3s. You only stopped doing 3-3s as an amateur about 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, I've only had obviously 4 professional fights, Steve, and I had over 80 amateur fights. So I feel like definitely in the first fight against Mike, that'll hopefully give us an edge coming out the amateurs with that amateur experience, like.
And Mike, the thing about these 3-3s, this first fight, the semi-final, your semi-final, is that first round, that's the most important 3 minutes of the night. You've got to establish yourself in that first round. What have you done at such short notice to make sure you start at the right speed?
We've just changed up training, make everything shorter and sharper. But to be honest, I train all year anyway, and so I'm pretty ready to go. I've got a good base of fitness, so anytime we need to change training, just to change things up, get things heading towards a certain goal, I can just normally nail that.
And Harry, this is like a tournament for you. This is like, you know, going in a divisional championship, an area championship. You know, you've got 2 fights in the one night or 2 fights on back-to-back days. This going first and fast, that has to suit you, surely.
Yeah, definitely, Steve, definitely. Yeah, I think I'm fit and ready, like, so I reckon the fast pace I reckon I can match anyone's pace that's in this tournament, like, so yeah, I'm excited, can't wait.
And Mike, the thing is, it's all very well having a game plan, but odd things, strange things happen on a night, especially if you overthink things. If you start planning for a final or the second round of the first semi-final, instead of just getting on with it and getting in the ring.
That's right. Yeah, I'm not going to think ahead. I'm just taking each fight as it happens. I wasn't really bothered who I got in the draw. I had no different game plan. I just know what I'm going to do. It's short notice anyway, so I'm going to go in there, stick to my game plan and try and get the win one fight at a time.
One fight at a time, that's great. But in all fairness, there's only 2 fights anyway, so that's not a bad philosophy to take. Harry, listen, they've given you the name the wild card. How do you beat Lightning Mike, in the second semi-final?
I don't want to give me game plan away, Steve, but I'm just confident in my ability, and I'm sure it'll be an exciting fight,
And Lightning, how do you beat the wild card?
I'm the same. I don't really want to give my game plan away either, but I'm just going to come and box how I know how to box. I'm confident I can box well, and then we'll see what happens.
Listen, thanks, fellas. Tuesday night it will be the second semi-final, live and exclusive on BT Sport and ITV4. It's back to you, Paulie and Savage.
Thanks, Steve. It looks like it's going to be a cracking night. Do not miss it. Do not blink. Be there Tuesday night, BT Sport, ITV4, and join us there.
Is your debt causing you sleepless nights? Knock your debt out with Debt KO. And your debt won't be the only thing keeping you up at night. Debt KO, free impartial advice on all your debt.